Так, блядь, я сделал эту хуйню. Мне понадобилось, например, всего лишь минут 40, может быть, может даже побольше. Но я думаю, это не особо важно.
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the...
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us. That being said, this is the first time when we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's... God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute.
I knew this was a suicide mission.
Be proud. You're brave. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
She was a valuable resource. It was a mistake to let her leave.
Agreed. I wish our predecessors would have had... Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, if you find out that she's still alive, there's a special project we're working on. And
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a We'd like her to continue where she left off. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going in. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you. Good luck.
От Викторию.
I've checked and rechecked everything.
Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference in...
Блять, быстрее нахуй.
By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to.
Да, я уже побазарил об этом.
Program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch.
Какой рубильник я его не сделал? Ладно, поехали.
Stay safe, soldier.
О. Ну что тогда? Здрасте. Ну а тут красиво.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
It's stuck.
Так, что мне нужно? Войти в лифт. А, вот. мы все же пойдем побазарим.
No use.
Так и чего? Что мне нужно сделать? Он хочет, чтобы я делал этот костюмчик? Или типа потому что я уже вел там все? Я не понимаю. Давайте пока не будем, я отгружусь, пока мы не будем вводить-то ничего. Потом введем туда. Так лол, я сам не могу зайти. Что за хуйня? Аварийный трансцентр отключен. Доступ отказан. Нет доступа. Снова затуп. Охуенно. Ну да, оставляем обратно еще. Ну и тут можно было что спрятаться. Вот, теперь заработало.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Чего, я не знаю, кто тут, но мне похуй.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years we've dedicated
Нихуя себе заботитесь, блядь. Убивая всех на своем пути, рили.
decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal.
Да, ты прав.
You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place. Together. Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
Так это был
Fascinating,
Синк.
but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where
Я прям
is my
линейный, тут
son?
не похуй.
He's here, in the Institute.
Ну, понятно, что он в институте, конечно же.
Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to
Слушай,
create...
даже если ты Шон, ты не переубедишь меня расхуярить
The most
институт,
logical
блядь.
starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It
Ха!
seems her death
Хуя
was
несчастный
important
случай, блядь.
collateral.
Келок захуярило, чел.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that.
Ну, вот есть пистолет,
With old age comes
человек, который убил твою мать. И я могу тебя им же захуярить спокойно.
more often. But
Я не могу быть уверен, типа, что он, типа, чистый чел, короче. Ну, типа, может, там импланты какие-то есть и так далее. И что, на самом деле, это вообще не мой сын, меня просто наебывают по-жесткому, блядь. А мой сын там где-то в могиле валяется уже 300 лет, блядь, и все.
Kellogg, he worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long. It wasn't
Мне это не
until I-
интересно, блядь, чел.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used
Would you have preferred that I turned the
Мне не интересно, блядь, мне похуй. Я хочу уже всех захуярить здесь.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important... I've been a part of something amazing here. And now,
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen...
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. And it's a life that you... I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, we really do have... Will you take that chance?
Блядь, давайте рискнем, похуй.
Thank you. The
Сына я уже не
Institute is
спасу,
not your
блядь,
home
а
as much as
себя
it
в
is
могилу
mine.
еще можно завести, в принципе.
Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Phil, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Да, я пройду хоть посмотрю, что тут есть интересного. Чистый глобус, лол. Ну, я спижу. Денишка там, всякое такое. Там сейчас я буду ходить, и я буду думать, что я какой-то ебанутый чел в силовой броне гуляет по комплексу, блядь. А я такой, оп, блядь, хуярю тут. Вышагиваю, так сказать. Ебать, ты тут расположился, чел, просто пиздец, блядь. У тебя просто, блядь, апартаменты какие-то, блядь, не просто не понимаю. Ну здесь ты спишь, я понял, блядь, в капсуле. Терминал легкий. Шип, бойс, тур, джобс. 5. Тур. Килоконрант. Увеличено жизни. Да я понял, что типа, что ему там это что-то состояние, ему, что ему там этот вставили хуйню, чтобы он жил дольше. Блядь, требуется какой-то директор, блядь, я попробовал несколько раз, не получилось нихуя. Кого-то этот пароль не поможет мне? Блин, наш пароль взял. Бля, не, ну тут типа они слишком хорошо живут для пустоши, я скажу. Здорово. Мне пешочком прогулять, пожалуй.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up
Кем
this
будешь?
primary
It's an
drive
honor
servo.
to have you
That's the
here,
third
sir.
primary.
Excuse me, Doctor.
I don't know.
Kidding.
Most of them have
here.
lasted long
Well,
past their
when Father
projected
told-
lifespan.
If you don't mind,
You ask me.
I just wanted to find my son.
now that you've found him, now, as you might guess, we maintain. There's a lot of the work we do. So
On board with what?
the Institute, of course. Sean and if there's any,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
goodbye then.
Right.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3.
There we go. All set. Return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Роботикс.
Glad you made it.
А нам нужно не Роботикс, нам нужно
We're all looking forward to working.
Вёрджилу помочь как-то. А где Вёрджил у нас? Теперь их разыскать. Скинь Накана. Все не здесь.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Useless машина сказал, блин. Вау. Бать, сколько лута. А тут еще. Бать. Так это ж, мы сейчас, блядь, этот, как его зовут. Вернемся, броню прокрафтим. Это все, видимо, алюминий, ты понимаешь, да? Давайте просто посмотрим. Алюминий, да, это все алюминий. И швабра тоже алюминий, блядь. Бать, сейчас мы тут нормально алюминий наберем. Вот кто, видимо, спиздил весь алюминий. Advanced System, Bioscience, вот там сюда нужно. Нам нужно вот сюда. Так, что хочу? Хочу спиздить Вёрджилу помочь надо бы. Только зарядить стикостин. Так. Я думаю, что где-то что-то вот здесь находится.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young
Hey,
Wally
Doc.
must be close to 10 years old by
So
now.
good to have you here.
It's remarkable
Doc,
that any
I
child
can't
can
wait-
survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I'm sure it's fascinating, but that's...
Of course. Before you go,
Sure.
as the name, our most important to that end, we've even started to explore the idea. You probably saw.
Seems like there's nothing you
With hard work, I'm sure I've taken up.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in.
Great. In any case,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
take care then.
Не хочу набирать у них квесты. Что на института? Мне нужно у вас
Sorry,
найти...
but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
Doc.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very...
Right. Sorry to bother you then.
Mm-hmm.
Счастливо, блядь, уёбок. Все из алюминия, блядь. Я же говорю, это они все
Some
спиздят.
guerrilla project is showing promising results. All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Вот нам то нужно.
Yes.
Ну, Вёрджил мне помог. Должен помочь ему теперь я. Да, это именно то место, что мне нужно найти было. Вот она. Вот члены, ребят. А, труханы, понял. Что здесь? сюда. Видимо, решили не ходить более. И здесь что-то случилось. Ага. Значит, у вас не все так хорошо, ребятки, как я понимаю.
Fucking cow!
Scanner's clear. Sensor alert. Enemy combatant reacquired.
Sweet.
Крайне странное место, потому что что-то же здесь было, правильно? Да, так все порасхуярилось случайно. Кошатина. Тут был ребенок 100%.
Yes.
Супермутант. Кошечку убил. Ебать ты урод. Так, вот мы все проверили. Еще кошки, еще кошки. Очень много кошек было здесь. Но что-то их убило, блядь, видимо. Сейчас, значит, обожремся всем, чем я нашел. Давайте жрать все, что у меня есть. Бурбон в меня. Туда. Освобождаем, так сказать, место. Наверное, подбухали, кстати. Ну, туда еще антиратинчик, пожалуйста. И стимпачок, пожалуйста, туда же. Не, в этом месте явно что-то нечистое. Что за этой дверью, мне интересно?
Got it.
Вас понял. Трейн, гвард, Хёрс. Еще один синт мертвый.
Nice.
Что-то же его убило, правильно? Это же не мог какой-нибудь там штурматрон, типа, быть случайный. А институт кого, простите? Отдел бионауки. А, так это еще другая подлокация, лол. А, это я вернулся в институт обратно, что? Нужно найти доктора Ли теперь. Ну, выход-то тут есть, интересно. Институт. Так, сыворотку я нашел, окей. Нужно найти доктора Ли и убедить ее вернуться в братство. Так как я хочу расхуярить институт, нужно ее реально убедить. Вот она здесь сидит, скорее всего. На женщину? А подожди, у меня есть уровень? У меня нет уровня. Вот она, нет. Вон там она. Нет, это которая Линда Орман, Хуйорман. Вот она. Ты!
You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
Are you kidding me? I am surrounded by... What does that have to do?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw...
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it.
Uh-huh. The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not... But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your
work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there... dying. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from every... It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is some... In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the... If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of... Speaking of, I trust...
Окей, меня здесь уже больше ничего не держит. Блять, наушники упали. Значит, нам нужно поговорить с последним челом. Сказать, что мы ничего не хотим с ним делать. И иди к братству.
No physical reaction. You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel.
Greetings, sir.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging
Always
their
be
feet on the
vigilant.
targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
So you were there the day the bombs fell.
Please don't.
Hi, Doc.
There's enough
So,
friction as it is between us
Here you are.
and pretty much all
Just
of it.
Fineo. I'll be upfront with you. Despite your relation to... I'm sure you
Why?
I'll be honest. You're the first outside. It's nothing personal. Now, Father, our primary...
Right. I'm sure it's best for everyone.
Certainly. The results... Our main instrument, coursers hunt
Мне
down...
неинтересно
They are
книжек
highly
брать.
self-sufficient. What I gather... In fact...
I'm no stranger to come.
Even so... Now, unless...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Все, у меня есть какие-то квесты с институтом, честно, еще нет. Что за задержание? Типа, я сейчас возьму чела, блядь, заберу его с собой, блядь. Поговорить с отцом, и что, не появляется.
Just a routine patrol service.
Remember to keep
Куда мне идти-то,
unnecessary
блядь?
power consumption to a minimum. Don't reach.
Сюда, видимо.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface.
С тобой
How
может
may I assist you
торговать.
today?
Let's see what you got.
Так, вот это давай точно 100% нужно. Оружие. Боеприпасы. Да. Ну ты, конечно, бомж. Спаситель. Что насчет... Мое оружие, вот спаситель. 25 у него урон. А у Келлога 72, ну, блядь, очевидно. Брат, ты не против, ты потом все, что мне не нужно. Тебе хоть не хватает денег, мне поебать, честно. Все, забирай. А нет, вот еще тут есть у меня. Патрон для дробовика нужен. И все. Бать, ты где, блядь? Здорово.
Now that you've had a chance to see the
Uh-huh. If you expect me to be impressed by...
I see. It's not just about the gift.
Uh-huh.
Ultimately, unfortunate,
Right.
as remarkable, the superiors.
If they're so dangerous, you should destroy them and start over with a better...
There is no need for, as you will soon, a rogue. His memories have been erased under his leadership. The Raiders have taken. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia.
It might not want to talk. It would be safe.
That would be a terrible waste of a... If at all possible, that synth should be... Now you should get moving. Many people...
Ладно, все, чел, я понял. Теперь я отсюда уебываю. Или я могу так съебаться просто. А, я могу так съебаться, отлично. Ладно, тогда сейчас отдаем этому, отдаем тому. Думаем, что делать дальше. Идем к Вирджилу, не помню, как его зовут уже. С ним тоже заканчиваем квестик. И все. Заканчиваем серию на этом. Думаю, она получилась очень длинной. Скорее всего, так и есть. Бум. О, здорово, тут же здесь. Человек старейший. Да, да, брат, мы спасем. Сестра, точнее. Но пока что институт наш самый главный враг. Да, я понимаю, что круто, там институт, вся эта хуйня, вот это вот, типа...
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last day. Now, I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Спасибо за уровень. Что за... задержание.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you.
Right. You didn't expect me to...
A device like the signal interceptor. I was hoping... Speaking of... I'm dying to find out.
Hopefully it'll reveal a weak...
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan... I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some... After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling... In the meantime, So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much...
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every... For now.
Right.
Come on. It's this way.
Ну, пойдем.
I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
Так.
This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the capital.
Да, да, мне знакомо, что это такое.
Against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worth...
I wish I had your... Because this... Now, the good news is that we've got... The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all... As much as... Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little... I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big...
Поговорить с доктором Ли. А где доктор Ли, простите? На Придуне, да. Ну давайте сделаем с Вёрджилом и закончим серию. А в следующей серии уже будем с ней разговаривать там и так далее. Все-таки Virgil там тоже ждет, блядь, меня. Это уже сюжетка, это финал. Поэтому, понимаете, тоже, значит, с институтом сейчас решать дела вот эти вот с роботом и так далее, блядь. Только пока не понимаю, как мы, блядь, телепортируем роботов в институт там. Он то не пролезет банально.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't
Ой, случайно, брат.
completely vaporize.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it...
Amazing. And what about...
Uh-huh. Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
How are you going to test it?
On myself, of course. This serum will only...
Давай, брат, я верю в тебя.
No. We wait.
It'll work. Don't worry.
I hope so. We just have to let the... I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Так, что мне теперь с тобой делать? Ничего. В следующей серии пойдем вот сюда. Теперь пока мы сюда выйдем. И, наверное, пора прощаться, ребят. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Простите, что не показал вам, как я строил эту хуйню. Но там реально было ничего интересного. Я просто тупил и не понимал, что надо делать. В итоге по гайдам все это сделал, собрал. Блять, самая уебищная миссия, по-моему, во всем Fallout'е. Так. Значит, всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии. Любые комментарии будет читать приятно. В любом случае, рассказывайте друзьям. Все. Всем спасибо и до скорых встреч.